Neville Goddard's teachings have changed the lives of millions of people, and they are living the lives they wanted to live. But still, many people struggle to manifest their desires because they don't fully understand Neville's teachings and fail to effectively utilize them. In this video, we are going to discuss 4 teachings of Neville Goddard. If you understand these teachings, your perspective on life will be changed, and you will be able to manifest all of your desires. So let's get started. Number 1, you can always revise and change the past. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a negative mindset because of something that happened in your past? Do you ever wish you could go back and change the course of events that led you to where you are today? According to Neville Goddard, revising the past is not only possible, but it is the key to unlocking a brighter future. He said, by revising the past, you rid yourself of any effect it may have on your future. Revision is truly the key which can be used to unlock the doors that have kept you trapped in a particular state. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. When we think about time, we tend to view it as a linear concept, past, present, and future. But in reality, time is much more fluid than that. Some physicists argue that time may not even be a real concept at all, but rather an illusion created by our brains. If this is the case, then it stands to reason that we can manipulate our perception of time, including revising events from our past. But what does it mean to revise the past? Essentially, it involves changing the way we remember and interpret events from our personal history. For example, let's say that you experienced a traumatic event in your childhood that has continued to impact your life in negative ways. By revising the past, you can change the way you remember that event and reinterpret it in a more positive light. Perhaps you can find some silver lining or lesson that you can take away from the experience, which can help you move forward and heal. Of course, the idea of revising the past is not without its skeptics. Some argue that we cannot change events that have already happened, and therefore, revision is nothing more than wishful thinking. However, there are countless stories of people who have successfully revised their past and experienced significant changes in their lives as a result. One such story involves a woman who has been struggling with health issues for years. She had tried every treatment and medication available, but nothing seemed to help. One day, she came across Neville Goddard's teachings on revision and decided to give them a try. She revisited a memory from her childhood where she had been healthy and strong and imagined herself living in that reality. Within days, she began to feel better, and within a few weeks, her health issues had disappeared completely. This may sound too good to be true, but the power of revision lies in its ability to shift our focus and energy away from negative thoughts and emotions and towards more positive ones. When we revise the past, we are essentially reprogramming our subconscious minds to let go of limiting beliefs and behaviors that have been holding us back. This allows us to create a new reality for ourselves, one where we are free to live the life we truly desire. Of course, revision is not a magic cure-all that will instantly solve all of our problems. It takes time and effort to reprogram our minds and shift our focus towards more positive outcomes. However, the benefits of revision are undeniable. By freeing ourselves from the negative impact of past events, we open ourselves up to new opportunities and possibilities for growth and happiness. In addition, the concept of revision can also be applied to our present and future. By revising our current situation and imagining a more positive outcome, we can manifest that reality into existence. Similarly, by revising our future and imagining a life that is filled with joy and abundance, we can attract those things into our lives. Number 2, you are the source of everything. The concept of the self is a fundamental aspect of human consciousness, as it shapes the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. According to Neville Goddard, the self is the source of all things we experience in our lives, including the way other people show up. This means that if we want to create a different reality for ourselves, we need to start by transforming our self-concept. But what exactly is the self-concept? Simply put, it is the collection of beliefs, attitudes, and values that we hold about ourselves. It is the mental picture we have of ourselves, and it influences our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Our self-concept is formed through a combination of our life experiences, social interactions, and personal perceptions. The way we view ourselves is crucial in determining the kinds of experiences we attract into our lives. If we have a negative self-concept, we are likely to attract negative experiences and people into our lives. On the other hand, if we have a positive self-concept, we are likely to attract positive experiences and people. For example, if you have the belief that you are not worthy of love, you may find yourself in relationships where you are not valued or respected. This is because your negative self-concept is attracting experiences that reinforce that belief. However, if you work on changing your self-concept to one of self-love and worthiness, you will begin to attract relationships and experiences that reflect that new belief. The process of transforming your self-concept involves inner work and a willingness to examine and challenge your current beliefs and attitudes. This can be a challenging process as it requires confronting deep-seated fears and insecurities. However, the rewards of transforming your self-concept are immeasurable. By changing the way you view yourself, you can create a new reality for yourself and everyone in it. Neville Goddard believed that spiritual rebirth was essential for personal transformation. He argued that any time a person experiences an entirely new set of reactions in their life, a change of consciousness has taken place and a spiritual rebirth has occurred. This suggests that the process of transforming your self-concept is not just a mental exercise, but a spiritual one as well. To begin the process of transforming your self-concept, it is essential to examine your current beliefs and attitudes. Ask yourself what beliefs you hold about yourself and where those beliefs come from. Are they based on your experiences, or are they inherited from others? Once you have identified your beliefs, challenge them. Ask yourself if they are serving you or holding you back. Once you have identified and challenged your beliefs, it is time to start creating a new self-concept. This involves imagining yourself as the person you want to be and creating a mental image of that person. Visualize yourself in different situations and imagine how you would think, feel, and act in those situations. It is essential to make this mental image as vivid and real as possible. The more you can see yourself as the person you want to be, the more likely you are to attract experiences and people that reflect that new self-concept. In addition to visualization, affirmations can be a powerful tool for transforming your self-concept. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce the new beliefs and attitudes you want to adopt. For example, if you want to develop a self-concept of self-love and worthiness, you might repeat affirmations such as, "I am worthy of love," or "I love and accept myself unconditionally." Number 3. All the power lies in your imagination. The power of imagination has been acknowledged throughout history by many spiritual and philosophical teachings. It is said that the imagination is the gateway to the subconscious mind, and it is through this gateway that we can create our reality. Neville Goddard's teachings emphasize that the imagination is the only redemptive power in the universe. By redemptive power, he means the power that can change our circumstances, bring about healing, and ultimately help us realize our true potential. The key is to use our imagination consciously and intentionally. When we use our imagination to create a mental picture of what we want to experience, we begin to attract those experiences into our reality. The more vivid and detailed our mental picture is, the stronger the attraction becomes. It is essential to hold on to that image and feel the emotions associated with it as though it has already happened. However, it is important to remember that the imagination is a double-edged sword. Just as we can use it to attract positive experiences, we can also use it to attract negative experiences. Our thoughts and feelings are like magnets, and they attract whatever is in alignment with them. Therefore, it is essential to be mindful of our thoughts and feelings and to choose them deliberately. Instead of focusing on what we don't want, we should focus on what we do want. We should use our imagination to create positive mental images of the future we desire, rather than dwelling on past mistakes or failures. As Neville Goddard taught, we are all God in human form. We have the power to create our reality through our imagination. However, this power comes with great responsibility. We must be aware of the thoughts and feelings that we are putting out into the universe, and we must take full responsibility for the outcomes that we create. One way to ensure that we are using our imagination in a positive way is to practice gratitude. By focusing on the good things in our lives, we attract more good things into our reality. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can help us shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. It is a way of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in our lives, and by doing so, we attract more blessings. Number 4. Everything is a product of your consciousness. Consciousness is the only reality. A concept introduced by Neville Goddard is a powerful idea that can transform the way we approach our lives. According to Goddard, everything in the world is a product of consciousness, which means that our thoughts and beliefs shape the reality we experience. In other words, if we want to change our lives, we must first change our consciousness. Many people struggle to manifest their desires because they focus on what they lack rather than what they want. This mindset reinforces scarcity and lack, which only perpetuates the cycle of not having enough. As Neville Goddard said, if you are conscious of your lack, you will produce more lack. If you are conscious of abundance, you will produce more abundance. To manifest our desires, we must shift our consciousness from lack to abundance. This requires us to reprogram our subconscious mind to believe that we already have what we want. According to Goddard, change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people, they are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. Shifting our consciousness requires a deep understanding of the power of our thoughts and beliefs. We must learn to observe our thoughts and feelings and replace any negative patterns with positive ones. Neville Goddard emphasizes this point by saying, "Your imagination is how you can change your world." When you imagine the reality you desire and feel the emotions associated with it, you are creating a new reality. The key to manifesting, we desire to feel the emotions associated with them. By feeling the emotions of joy, love, and abundance, we align our consciousness with the reality we want to experience. Neville Goddard explains this idea by saying, "Feeling is the secret." Your subconscious mind accepts what is impressed upon it with feeling. The dominant idea in your mind is what you will manifest in your life. I hope I was able to deliver a good analysis of this quote by Neville Goddard. And of course, this doesn't mean we agree with every single thing he said or believed in, because in the end, everyone will form his or her own opinion, and that is why we are analyzing and discussing his ideas and methods to fully understand his approach and general ideas, as he was a great teacher and inspired millions of people around the world. If you want to share your opinion, comment down below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and helpful videos on manifestation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.